already addressing that in prayer affidavit. You may take your time.
Counsel is lying to me. Mr. Munene, if I gave you an hour.
We came back at 11. They were ready to proceed. The petitioners were ready to proceed. The adjournment yesterday for education and the title of the fact the first and second rest for them were not ready to proceed and needed time to put in their response.
And I gave them up to 10 o'clock today.
Yes. So where the petitioners felt that whatever they were ready to proceed with yesterday was not sufficient, is where we need to throw the light back. And I don't even need to go into the body of the affidavit, which is not even dated. So I believe for proper and economic approach, it's only fair that it should be struck out.
Yeah, my copy is also not dated. Yes, Mr. Mongela?
My Lord, I wanted to confirm that in petition number 5, I think that's the one we are dealing with.
It is the one we are dealing with, yes. Yes.
I have filed the application, my Lord, and my application was for referral to the CJ.
You have filed an application?
I have not responded to the petition of the application because we are not interested in the application itself.
Yes.
What we have found, my Lord, is an application to refer the matter to the Chief Justice for inclusion or empanelment of an expanded bench, because one already exists. So we have not responded to the substantive issues raised in the petition or the application by the petitioner.
Have you served that application, Mr. Mongela?
Yes, my Lord. I have already served Mr. Maranya. My colleague Caroline Wangoi, who is in the mail, has already served the application.
Mr. Maranya, you have received a copy? And Mr. Monene? You have filed an application for application, is that right? And I have, Mr. Munene has filed any application, no? You have filed a PO, so there is a PO from the third and fourth, and an application now by the first and second for referral to the CJ, and there is a further affidavit filed by Mr. Maranya in answer to the replying affidavit. That's right? Before I give directions on the matter, I think that I would want to hear whether there are any issues arising from Mr. Munene on what has been filed, on the facts, Mr. Munene. Would I need to give you time to look at this affidavit, apart from your objection to it being included? You can deal with it if I allowed it. So you are ready? Okay. And Mr. Mongela says he has no response to the application itself. What he has filed is the application for referral, for which we are all ready to deal with. Is that right?
In view of the application for the department in something, today we came to hear the preliminary objection from the third and fourth respondent, together with the application from the petition. So I believe
You are not able to deal with his application?
I believe we need to take direction of the application after we are ready to what we need to do.
You are not able to deal with it now if, as one go?
Unless it's in response to our PO, I will deal with it. But if it is not in response to our PO, my lord, then I need to take instruction from the client so that I can respond to that particular application.
Okay, so the third and fourth respondents are not ready to deal with the application for referral to the CJ, but there is a live issue of the preliminary objection and the application itself for hearing. But if we were to hear Mr. Maranya's application, then we would have shut out Mr. Mongera, isn't it? Who wishes to have the matter go to the CJ. If we proceeded with the hearing of Mr. Maranya's application, would we not have shut out Mr. IEBC?
In that circumstance, we can just hear the PO. Hear those other applications.
Can't we hear all of them at a go?
Because we don't have
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. We could hear the applications simultaneously, my lord.
Because what does section article 165, is it 3? The one for reference to the CJ. What does it say? That I certify that the matter and then I say it should be dealt by a multiple bench. Moment here, and that it should be determined by by a panel. Is that right?
Yes, my lord. Yes.
We can ambush on our side.
Why?
To respond to such an application, when we came ready and armed, then we hear it.
But they are saying I should not hear the application as a single judge. Is that what you are saying?
That is what we are saying, my lord. We are saying that similar matters.
Yes, are pending before the CJ, before a bench constituted by the CJ.
Yes, my lord.
So it is for me to determine whether this should go to be heard by that bench, Mr. Munene.
My lord, the order that is sought by CP Mongera's application,
Yes.
it is for the petition to be referred, not the application.
Mm.
It is for the petition.
Not this application, not the motion.
Yes.
Okay. So in your view, I can hear the motion, and then the petition could go.
If at all there is something left after you had the PO, and you confirm that the court has jurisdiction,
Yes.
then the court can also make a determination whether it is a matter that is a substantial issue to be referred to empanelment of judgment.
Mr. IEBC, Mr. Mongera, are you taking any view on the application?
No, my lord. I'm not taking any view on the application.
So I can hear the preliminary objection from the third and fourth, and the application from Mr. Maranja without affecting your position. Is that correct?
The application, yes, my lord. On the application and the PO, yes, my lord.
Okay, then I would direct that we hear the application and the PO, and at the tail end, then we give directions as regards Mr. Mongela. Yes, Mr. Maranja?
Before you pronounce yourself about that, I do not think whether there's, indeed yesterday, Mr. Mongela indicated that a similar application.
Isn't that what he has said he has filed?
Yeah, and he has filed.
Yes.
This is his application.
Yes.
I would be prudent that we hear the PO, my application, as well as this application so that the court can pronounce itself fully on this matter, whether it's going or not going. I think that is the best approach that we can adopt. We have all the applications and the PU.
But now the third respondent has not responded to that application.
Have equally not responded to it, my lord, that I'm ready to proceed. Have equally been served right, and in fact, they have been served ahead of me.
Mr. Maranya, you know you are the one who has brought this application. When you are insisting on rights, remember you are the one who has come. Eh? You are the one who has come at this time.
The application belongs to Mr. Mungela, my lord.
Yeah, but you are the one who has come at this hour, 11th. Here your application and the preliminary objection. Hearing of the petition, which is not what we are hearing today. Yes? Mr. Mongere, you be a bystander for now because the petition is not coming up for hearing. What is for hearing is the application dated 31st of May, to which a preliminary objection has been raised.
That is correct, my lord. That's
Yes.
correct.
So that if I have to give directions as to the hearing of the petition, then we will hear Mr. Mongera and you have responded to say whether there is any issue to be taken to Nairobi. Right?
Yes, my lord.
So then I will allow Mr. Maranya's client to introduce the further affidavit, and we'll be ready unless somebody wishes to have a short break before we proceed. I'm speaking to Mr. Munane, who is the one who has to respond.
In view of that fact, they required a short break, so that I appraise my clients.
Yes.
The application that has been filed.
The affidavit. The affidavit.
The affidavit that has been filed.
Yes.
And confirm like this, not, doesn't need our office.
She needs your comfort.
Yes.
Okay? I think that's not an unreasonable request to make. We can allow that. How much time will that require? We come back at 1? At 1. Okay. For the petition number 6. Yeah, Mr. Kyogora, you are in that one?
Yes, I'm explaining to you. There are two doctors for Procedural.
I think I would have to excuse you. Can we put it for 2:30? Seeing the turn that this matter has taken, I think it will be a little longer pushed. We do it for 2:30. Yeah? Yeah. So that we deal with one thing at a time and then we avoid the crowding. Yeah? 2:30. Okay. Mr. Mongera, we reset then at 1 o'clock to allow Mr. Munene to consider whatever issue is raised in the further affidavit, which we allow.
Easy.